Hey, what up? This is Frost. Check out my latest podcast interview with Elizabeth and Mick over at the Bi Plus podcast. We are talking all things Panorama. We are talking philosophy, bridge building. We're talking biphobia and what happens next in COVID-19. So if you're interested in any of that, or curious to hear what I have to say, check it out. It's live on Spotify. Here's a clip.
It's like, it was like, the first half is about relationship, and the second half is like philosophy. And it was like, whoa, this is really deep, good stuff. I got stuff out of it, so, and I'm
Did you? I mean, and I think my anger, I don't want to say anger, but I really felt just after all this biphobia, it's like there's just so much stuff I really wanted to say.
Yeah.
But it also kind of added to the narrative that I already had. It's like, see, everyone's out to get me. So it added to all of this stuff that I already had thought. But then when you get that validation, it's like, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I think when you're hurting, you look for that validation.
Right.
You make everything 10 times worse on yourself when you're hurting, and I'm willing to deal with it. When I was younger, I got to the point where while I was dating, is this person, I can tell I'm bisexual. And that's
right.
A red flag. If I'm like, okay, you know what? We've been dating for a couple weeks now. I don't feel like I can have that conversation with them. Or any deep conversations about myself, but and who I am as a person. That was a red flag. And I think for me, that was part of growing up, as a human being and having dealt with my stuff, is not putting up with shit. And if I don't get the feeling that person is going to be supportive, I just walked away. If you can't talk to somebody about who you are,
then it's no hope for the relationship.
Not going to get better from there.
Mick, I'm still on that journey to see, what that really feels like. Bi creative people have to be responsible for the representation that they want to be, in the bisexual community. It's like, hey, there's tons of people, and these are all the stories. Like, it's a diverse group of people.
Yeah.
Well,
and I think too, it's really kind of nice that we're able to actually kind of tell our own stories, because if you look at just like homosexual literature or LGBT literature in general, in a lot of areas, it's been dominated by straight writers trying to write our stories, in an LGBT umbrella. It's really important for us to write our own stories, because these are our experiences. We should be the ones telling them, and
for sure,
we need to make sure the right information is getting out there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I think there has been a definite shift in the past 5 years, even, of people wanting stories, more authentic stories, and then people being encouraged to write their own stories before somebody else does. Instead of letting somebody else write your story, tell the story from your own perspective.
Yeah.
Which is a great shift.
Do you think that, and sometimes I hear that, and I think that it will just expose, though, like all of the other BS that we've been doing before that. It's like, where have all these stories been? This is not new.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's not new.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not like we all just popped up in 1990. Here we are.
Right here. Yeah.